So an active of the year is any active member who goes above and beyond their committee requirements. They're a true go-getter and a real asset to the Junior League of Tampa and the Tampa Bay community.
So over this past year, Amber absolutely was part of our public affairs committee and a fantastic leader within that committee over the past several years. She's been involved, but she also took on a bigger role this year with the state public affairs committee that we call SPAC. And really all that is all of the public affairs committees within the junior leagues throughout the state of Florida. There's about 11 of us. We all congregate into this SPAC collective committee, if you will. And Amber was a board member. She was invited to be a board member, which I think is a great big honor. And she also won Board Member of the Year at our winter conference in Tallahassee in front of all of her peers. And, we cried. We were so excited for her because the amount of impact she's done is huge.
Amber Smith really goes out of her way to interact with all of our membership, from the provisionals to the actives to the sustainers. She really, hasn't met a stranger. I think that comes from her work in government affairs and working for elected officials. She really had to reach out to constituents and really listen to their issues and their problems and, their wins and successes. And she does that with the membership in the Junior League of Tampa.
I've had the pleasure to work with Amber for the last 2 years in public affairs, also in advocacy in general. And I have always known her to be this amazing trainer. She has the ability to make you feel confident in the knowledge she's communicating. She takes really complex issues and she boils them down to easily understandable and digestible nuggets. She has worked with hundreds of women, not just here in Tampa in our league, but throughout the state of Florida in all the junior leagues in Florida, training them on how to better understand the legislative process, how to advocate for themselves, for their ideas, and for their leagues.
One thing that I think is pretty awesome about Amber is that a few years ago, she had noticed that there were like 10,000 youth in Hillsborough County that are what they call unaccompanied minors. These are youth that are not in foster care, but are basically couch surfing, and that's how they spend their day in, day out. And Amber leveraged the Junior League and then also SPAC to actually lobby the legislature as just a purely volunteer advocate to give those kids rights. So then they could request their medical records, they could make legal decisions for themselves, and that is something that impacts thousands of youth every single year that we wouldn't have if it wasn't for Amber.
I'm so happy and excited for her to win this award. I think that this is the most deserving person. I know there's several of us that were so happy. If I could have jumped through an email, I would have when I found out.
Amber is so humble, and I cannot imagine that she would expect this award in a million years, but she completely deserves it. I don't think she realizes just how impressive of a person she is, how much of a leader she is, and how much other people look up to her. And I'm so glad that we have the chance this year to honor her as Active of the Year.